And now the second portion of As the World Turns, brought to you by Carnation Evaporated Milk, the milk from contented cows.
These are for you, Mrs. Hughes.
Oh, Bruce, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, they're lovely. Look, Lisa.
Oh, you know, Mother, I still don't understand. Why did you didn't say something to me about inviting Bruce and Linda over?
Well, I just thought it'd be more fun this way.
Oh.
I know how fond you are of Linda and her brother, and you and I have talked about having them over before, you know.
Oh, I know we have, but this is such a...
Hello, Linda. How are you, Bruce?
Hi, Bob.
Well, how have you been, Bob?
Well, I had a touch of the flu this week, but I seem to be over that. Good to see you again. You too, Linda.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I want to put these flowers in water. Grandpa, would you help me with the tomato juice, please?
Sure thing, Nancy. Bruce, if you'd like something a little stronger, I'm sure we can find the making.
Well, I would prefer a cocktail, but if it's any trouble...
Bruce, I am not the best cocktail maker in the world. Would you like to help yourself?
Well, thank you. I'll be glad to.
Bruce, come with me. I'm sure who the stuff is.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I want to know, are you completely out of your mind for coming over here tonight?
Honey, you're not being very subtle about this. You've got to get yourself together. I admit it's not an experience I'm used to myself.
I have told you, Grandpa knows. He knows that I've been seeing you.
Let me get the door for you, Grandpa.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
Well,
Oh, Mother, everything smells so good.
well, thank you, dear.
Certainly does.
Bruce, this is going to be impossible.
Honey, for your information, I called here today and tried to get out of coming, but your mother-in-law was all set to make it some other evening. What could I do? Do you think you can find the vermouth?
Yes, here. Listen to me now. I want you to leave just as soon as dinner is over. Do you understand?
You better go back in with the others before somebody gets the wrong idea.
All right, I will, but I want you to promise me you must leave as soon as we finish.
All right, you go join the others.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Hughes.
Bob?
Oh, thank you, Grandpa.
Yeah, Chris? Thank you, Paul. I think put Lisa's over here.
Oh, all right.
Right here, Grandpa.
Oh.
Here you are, dear.
Oh, thank you. Wow, Mother, this is such a wonderful surprise. It really is. I still don't understand what it's all about. I mean, it's not my birthday or anything.
Well, it's just a little gesture of thanks for all you've done around here in the past few months. As I've told you, dear, I don't know how I would have made it through without you.
Well, Mother, I've only done what anyone else would have done under the circumstances.
Lisa, is Tommy here? I'd love to have you and Bob take Bruce upstairs to meet the young man.
Well, as it happens, Linda, he's not here.
No, Penny took him over to my brother's.
Well, Bruce, did you find everything you needed there?
I certainly did. Thank you, Mr. Hughes.
Well, this is a special occasion. We ought to drink a toast, don't you think?
Yes.
Well, since this is more or less for Lisa, why don't we drink to her?
Well, that's a wonderful idea, Bruce, to Lisa.
To Lisa. Mrs. Hughes, I should tell you I'm going to have to leave right after dinner. I have a meeting a little later this evening.
Bruce, you didn't tell me about that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But, of course, I understand. Well, in that case, I'd better get out to the kitchen and see how things are going.
Well, here, Nancy, let me give you a hand.
Oh, now,
All right, if you would, Chris. Thank you.
No.
Stay out here, please.
You
No,
stay
Lisa, you stay here and entertain your guests.
Really, I'd be so glad to help.
No, thank you, dear.
Well, Grandpa, how about a little more tomato juice?
No, Lisa, I'm fine.
Okay.
Well, Bruce, it seems the last time we were together, you were just getting your organization started around here. How's it going?
Well, with a little luck, I think this could become one of our strongest territories.
Does that mean you'll be spending more time here?
Well, it's hard to say right now, Mr. Hughes.
You see, Bruce's business is making ladies' shoes.
Yes, I know. I remember you telling me, Lisa. That must really tie a man down, having a big business like that to worry about.
Well, times it does. When I work hard, and when I play hard.
Oh, I think, Bruce, as the business grows, you'll have less and less time to play, as you put it.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure of that, Linda. I've always felt if you don't get some enjoyment out of success, then why bother? You have to think of hard work in terms of the pleasure it can bring you, or it doesn't make any sense.
Well, Bruce, you can't really look at it that way in medicine. Being a doctor is really a dedication.
Yes, you have. You're just at everyone's beck and call all the time.
Well, that should be no surprise to you, Lisa.
Healing the sick is the most important job there is. Keeping people healthy, alive.
I'm sure Lisa knows that, Mr. Hughes. Remember that night in the sorority house? Oh, it was after your second or third date with Bob. You were telling me how proud you were to be dating a man who was going to become a doctor.
Well.
I don't remember that at all. That's funny. Excuse me. Would you like another cocktail, Bruce?
No, I don't think so. Thank you, Lisa.
Oh, well, in that case, I know you're in such a hurry. I'll go hurry along that dinner.
Well, Bruce, I'm afraid I should apologize for my wife. As you can see, she's not really herself tonight. Maybe she picked up my flu bug.
I'm sure Bruce understands, Bob.
Really good dinner, wasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly was, Paul. I'm so sorry, Bruce, that you and your sister can't stay longer.
Well, so am I, Mr. Hughes. Of course, Linda could stay, but then there'd be a problem getting her back to the city. I'll just take her to the meeting with me.
Well. Oh, my, you got the dishes done in record time.
Well, we knew that Bruce was in such a big hurry, and Linda offered her services, and so we just hurried it along a bit.
There's still some hot coffee, Bruce.
Oh, no more for me, thank you.
I had so hoped that Penny and Tommy would be home now.
Well, I'm sure they'll be home soon, Mom.
Well, but I wanted them to be here before Linda and Bruce had to leave.
Terribly sorry, Mrs. Hughes. I'd like to see your daughter, but I'm afraid if I don't leave in a few minutes,
I understand, Bruce.
How is Penny?
Well, Linda, she's coming along, but she still hasn't regained her memory. One of the reasons that I was so anxious for her to be here tonight was that the doctors have told us that it's very important for her to meet new people and to get out more. Certainly going over to Donna Janice's isn't getting out.
It's not meeting new people either.
No, Lisa, it isn't.
Must be very difficult for all of you.
Well, we've made a good adjustment, but it has been difficult for Penny.
Bruce, I don't quite know how to ask this.
Look, Nancy,
I know it's asking a great favor, but it might be a real step forward for our daughter.
I do think you're being presumptuous, dear.
Bruce, some evening when you're not busy, would you mind coming over and spending some time with Penny?
Nancy...
I know that it's a great favor to ask of you, particularly when you're so busy, and as Chris says, I'm being presumptuous. But I wouldn't dream of saying anything if it weren't for the fact that it might mean something to Penny. Would you, Bruce?
Why, yes, of course.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
As the World Turns has been brought to you by Friskies Pet Foods, made by the Carnation Company, and by Carnation Instant Non-Fat Dry Milk. Shaver, courtesy Remington Rand Electric Shaver Division. Join us again Monday for another half hour of drama on As the World Turns.